What's going on, guys? I am Jaye Black. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. Make sure that you haven't liked the video. If you're new to the channel, click the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you get notified when I post videos on this channel. All right. I want to talk about D.Wade. I posted a tweet about D.Wade and how he's basically out here doing bad for allowing the media to use his son to promote a narrative and agenda about trans kids or teenagers. And they had this, I guess, interview with Michelle Obama and D.Wade's son. And I want people to understand something. I am not here to speak bad or harshly about this young man. I'm here to speak about D.Wade as a father and really talk about how this is not good. Listen, whatever your son chooses to identify themselves as, you know what, that has a lot that's on your household. That's a lot to do with you and your household and how you're raising your family. But what I want to speak on is D.Wade allowing the media to politicize his son, to use his son to push a narrative and an agenda, because that's all it is. They're using your son, D.Wade, and you don't even understand it. They're politicizing your son. They're using your son to push an agenda onto younger kids and teenagers, right? That's what it's being utilized for. So if you want to accept your son as a girl, you know what? That's pretty much your business. But when you allow the media to use your son, that's troubling, bro. And it shows that you are doing bad as a father. Even if you accepted your son identifying as a girl, why would you allow the media to weaponize that to push their agenda? Why would you even do that? Why would you even put your kids in that spotlight? You're not even spotlighting your son, who's going to be heading off to college, who is trying to follow in your footsteps. Why aren't you trying to put the spotlight on the next generation of D.Wade basketball players? Whatever weird way that you are raising this young man, you and Gabrielle Union, and you want to do this, that's your decision, bro. There's nothing nobody really can do. But when you allow your son to be paraded in front of the media and used to push an agenda, that's not right, bro. And you as a father needs to take a stand. Again, whatever you allow, as long as it's not, well, I can't say it's not harmful, because when you have what is going on with the way that they're trying to push this agenda, this trans agenda, they want males in bathrooms with women. There's a lot of confusion going on. And you allowing your son to be used to help further that confusion, that's not good, bro. It's not good. You should keep your kids out of that type of light. You want to tell the media you want to identify your son as a girl, that's on you. But why allow them to use your young son in order to push this agenda? I just don't understand it. Now, is he seeking validation from the Twitter weirdos, from the vocal minority? It would seem so, because he announced this decision to call him her on the Ellen DeGeneres show. Again, what's the point of that? What are you trying to prove, man? Is this a situation where you let Gabby raise him? Gabby always wanted a girl. I don't know. It's a lot going on there. And the thing is this, D.Wade, you wanted your children with you. You wanted full custody because you wanted to show that you were a better parent than their mother was. You thought their mother was unfit and that you were the proper parent for those children. So you made sure that the children were with you and not with her. But looking at the confusion you're causing in your own home, people may look at you differently. People look at you differently. But that's a choice you made, man. And there's really nothing anybody can say or do about that. Now, is Gabrielle Union a bad influence? I'm not going to say yes or no, because now they have a child together. So I can't really say that she's a bad influence. I will say this, though. She did maybe a year or so ago, 2 years ago maybe, she did talk about how she wanted his eldest son, I believe his eldest son, to like darker skinned black girls, because I believe she asked him what type of girls he liked. That to me shows that she does have a lot more sway in that household than people may realize, right? She has a lot more sway in that household with those boys. So there could be an influence there. There could be this whole, live this type of truth. And again, I'm all about people living their truth. But you should never allow your children to be used as a tool of the media to push an agenda. Whether you want your son to identify as a girl or not, don't allow your son to be used in the media to push an agenda. You need to protect your children, just like you were protecting your children when you got full custody of your children from your ex. There's a reason why you did that, because you thought your sons would be safer under your care, will be better under your care. But you're allowing them to go to gay pride parades and having them on, the news and doing interviews and parading them out there, making big announcements. He's not a him, he's a her. And it's like, why, D.Wade? What is the point of this? What's the point of this? It's nobody's business what goes on in your household. As long as it's not anything illegal, as long as it's not criminal, what's the point of politicizing this? Why is that? Now, again, you can do whatever you want to do. You can do whatever it is you choose to do. But you wanted full custody for a reason. You wanted full custody because you felt like you were the better parent. You could protect your children more. But you have allowed the media to use your son to push a narrative that's not right, man. And you know it. Maybe it is that Gabrielle Union influence. It's the just go out there and live truth, and you can help other people. How can you help other people? How? By telling them they need to announce to the world that they're going to change the gender of their child? There's a story about a mother out there that's trying to change the gender of her son, or I think she's trying to. She wants to change his gender, and the father wasn't having it. The mother wants him to have this treatment. I'm telling you, man, a lot of these women of today, these modern women who are so liberal and they're dressing their boys up as girls. Look at all these Hollywood actresses. Look at how they're dressing their sons. And these are the people who are privileged, but they have a disdain towards masculinity. They have a disdain towards masculinity. So they want to raise their sons to identify more as female. How does that help anybody? At the end of the day, you're still going to be a woman, no matter what you do. But there's a lot of envy of males out here, a lot of envy of men. You got women who wish they were men, but they never will be. So they try to make their anything masculine around them feminine, whether it's the guy that they're in a relationship with, or it's their sons. Look at these Hollywood actresses. I seen a post where they had all these Hollywood actresses with all of their sons dressed up as girls. This is the type of society we're in. And D-Wade, your son is being used to push this. They always want to put a black face on this stuff because they want to normalize. You can't normalize something if the melanated community doesn't accept it. And that's exactly what's going on, D-Wade. Again, that's your business, that's your family, but don't let your son be used to push an agenda, bro. That's all I'm saying.